Everyone seems to be rallying around protecting artists' jobs from AI. And I'm like, what is so special about artists? I don't hear everyone saying computer programming should be handwritten, fucking all of it. Don't let coders use Chat GPT to help them along. No, this is the new world you live in. Fucking deal with it.
With
I
the
don't see
art,
anyone protecting radiologists. I don't see anyone protecting anyone. But there's this, I refuse to listen to AI slop music. I refuse to listen to this is AI drawn cartoons. If you're a fucking cartoon drawer, get a real job. I don't give a fuck if AI is stealing your job or not. Like AI does it better than you. Get with it. It's 2025. You fucking doodler.
You say that, so we were playing.
Woody is just a
man we saw earlier.
cannon tonight. cool base take. No, I totally agree. I feel like the only reason accountants and these people aren't worried about it is because they're at fucking work. People who are artists who spend 2 hours a week drawing some horse shit and being like, oh, fuck, I'm being outdone by a computer. Well, instead of getting better at art, I should probably throw a fucking tantrum about it.
Yeah. Dude, if it didn't take you 3 years to get Invincible out, I'm exaggerating, but not by much, I might like you more. But as it is now,
yeah,
there was a time when AI
art.
Remember when everyone was doing that Miyazaki style, that Japanese style art? They were all making themselves into this like specific flavor of Japanese anime. They were taking pictures of themselves and doing it. And so many people on Twitter were so pissed. And like one guy, I remember he like posted his picture of how he'd learned today with everything going on. He was like, I'm going to learn that. It was that week. He was like, I learned this week to draw like Miyazaki. And is it as good? No. But did I do it? Yeah. And it's like a kind of, I guess he's a good drawer already. It's like kind of an okay drawing of it that he learned this week. And I saw that and I was just like, bro, like in the week that you can type a sentence and get it done is the week you chose to learn to draw like that. As what? Like some little victory to yourself for this, the engagement on this tweet. Like, what is this about? Like when people are like, oh yeah, I did this anime of my mom and dad for them to have a picture, and people are like, that art has no fucking soul. Someone didn't draw it. And it's like, no, you don't you don't get it. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. Like it's like I just ordered a Big Mac and it cost me $5. And you want to tell me how bad it is for me. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Nothing else is going to cost this little and be this level. You are telling me that it's slop, and I'm telling you that society fucking loves slop. And this is a lot of slop.
I've seen people, like, it's almost societally in bad taste to not put down AI artist stuff. And I'm like, why are artists this protected class in our society? I mean, I appreciate them as much as the next guy, but they're not doctors. Like I
even doctors are getting put down by it.
You understand something. No other job that exists is something that's so inconsistent that you would have to have a Patreon, like you guys do it. Like no other job. You don't go to your doctor and he's like, oh, by the way, on your way out, if you want, consider becoming a member. You get a hand job in the waiting room before your appointment or something. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't exist. Artists do that stuff because it's like, if you want artists to commit to it, it takes time and the money's not guaranteed. And like, I agree with what you're saying. Like, I have a degree. It'll be okay if I didn't get to wrap my dick in bacon. I agree with what you're saying. But I also know that, like, you know, this is why the governments give grants for artists, because they don't get shit and it's hard and it's already harder. But I also agree with you where like people would consider all of us artists and like, what the fuck is the job? This bullshit.
It's a highly desirable job where you get to do what you love. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, you have to accept the risk that there are a lot of other people who want to do it too.
Yep.
And it's hard for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I look at my doctor with this reverence, right? My orthopedic surgeon, I've broken every arm and leg. Right? Do you know how my life would be if people like him didn't exist? The guy's an actual hero to me. But the dude that animated Invincible, if he gets replaced with AI, I'm fine with it. I don't care. And if I play, I used to play these AI songs on my live stream, and every so often they'd be like, "This is slop." Fuck you. I think it's catchy.
Yeah,
and
I made it in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I say that
song real quick.
What's that? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I say that to everyone. There's like, what's interesting about it that people that, because I'm also I'm tied in, the people that I speak to are artists, and oftentimes they have a job in the industry or something like that, and they have their finger on the pulse of what's going on in the world, and you know, these writers are on strike and there's all these things to consider, but the average person, like, they don't think about that. And so I made custom songs, like I did here once with the AI song. I made custom songs for all my buddies, and we laughed at it. But what I didn't expect is, like, talking to a bunch of two of them way after the fact, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm still pumping that song." I'm like, "Oh, you still play it?" They're like, "Dude, it's hilarious. I love it. It's about me."
Some of them are good.
And
I'll
yeah,
be like,
Mhm.
listen, I need a song about marbles racing down the track. They're heroic. They train all off season to get strong, and they can't get girlfriends in the style of a sea shanty. Go. And 30 seconds later, we're having fun with it on stream.
and sometimes it cooks, sometimes it does something, and you're like, that's I don't like people tell me, they're like, "There's no soul in this," and they're like, "Fuck you. If you heard the top 100 Billboard written by like 8 people specifically to pop on
What kind of people?
literally written
right?
for TikTok algorithm."
It's like the same 8 people who have a knack for writing songs for every artist that you listen to, and you think that the AI version is slop? Bro, Taylor Swift's song was written by the same person as Nicki Minaj's.
People, and you know, like, look at like, people are like, "This has no soul," the AI video, and you're like, "Have you looked at Mr. Beast's thumbnails for the last 4 years?" Like, all of these videos, look at
Dude, even the AI for his thumbnails isn't adding the eye part of the smile. Like, you need that.
I like Mr. Beast. I will.
I think he seems like a good guy, helping a lot of people. But his thumbnails,
he's a master at playing this game, and this game is already catered to doing something for an algorithm. So like I recently got into making music, like beat making. I only make the trashiest beats. They're all garbage and terrible. But I do it for fun. And I sit there and I'm making music just for fun and, like, you know, goofing around. And then I found out about this thing called Splice, where are people that are making beats. Like, I used to put in my drums and I'd be like, you know, kick snare, kick snare. That's literally what the beat sounds like. And then I go and I find out, like, you know, my buddy's like, "Oh, you ever fuck with loops?" And I'm like, "No." And then I find out there's no, that's a software. So I'm using something like Fruity Loops, and you can go to this website and for like literally pennies buy like a drum loop that's actually like a sick ass way better than that. But like, it's like a real, not like my thing that's like it's that, and you could take that and then perfectly loop it, and it's like a sick sounding thing. And they're like, "Oh shit, for a couple more pennies I can go get a random guitar," and it's someone that's like, and like, you put that on and then the software makes them match up. And then I'm looking at this, I'm like, "This is fucking crazy." You pay a couple cents, you get a fucking sound, you put it on there. And then I'm like, "Do people do this?" And then I go and I look up and like house music, and I listen to a lot of that, and I see all these sounds that I've heard in songs I listen to. And I'm like, they're all out here pulling these sounds and doing this. And then I Google like famous songs that have used loops and find out like Sabrina Carpenter Espresso is like made from this website with commercially available loops that you can get and do it. And then I'm like, now hold on a second, motherfuckers. If you could go to this website for pennies and just pull sounds and use them in your song, don't you dare mock someone else who's going and typing in a prompt for their sounds. By all intents and purposes, the person who typed that out has now put their creative fingerprints on this AI music way more than you did, who pulled a sample off of a website. You have less fingerprints on that sample than this person does on that.
Yeah. It's like a famous pianist, like, verse, like, imagine the best guy at music in the year like 200 was just humming his heart out like banging a drum, and then some guy invented a piano, and he's like, this guy isn't even making the fucking noises, dude. Do you realize that? Do you realize he's not even making the noises? He's hitting a sequence of keys in order to create a large music scape for you to enjoy. And so this is not real music because it isn't organically created through the human throat. And it's like, shut the fuck up, retard. That's not how shit works.
Harley. And then you're like, and you know that guy that we like in our songs who always claps on beat? Get a load of this asshole. And there's some dude there with rocks and sticks and he's banging all the fucking rocks. And I'm like, this guy's fucking not even clapping. He's using a stick on a rock.
Yeah, I see a lot of the pushback against AI just as pure fear. Like it's not a principled stand up against it. It's like this is coming for me.
2 parts. One, pure fear. I agree. The other, a really good megaphone. Right, the artists are able to protect themselves by trying to get like society to wrap around and protect them, circle the wagons in a way that radiologists can't.
Sure, yeah.
I tell my friends that are like, they're like, fucking hate AI. I'm like, that's cool. Hate it as much. I understand. Secretly though, you should be learning it, getting comfortable a little bit. Don't handicap yourself on something that is a conversation that they decided without us years ago. Like we can't have that conversation now. And I trust me, even if I agree with you, it doesn't matter. It's not like I'm, like 6 of my 8 skills that I have been taken by AI, basically. Things that I could do are even I'm shocked that a podcast can be done. You could literally have it do a podcast now.
Yeah.
Like the sounds.
And we're only still around because it's not great at it yet. It will be fantastic at it. But like, I agree with Woody totally on the artist part of it, where it's like, oh, isn't it serendipitous that the group threatened by AI amongst the millions of groups threatened, it's only those with the greatest social media presence that are being given attention? How odd, how strange. It's like, come on, get real. Like,
I've seen people being like, oh, I saw this shit with AI, so I'm hiring actual artists right now to make the art for my project. And it's like, okay, cool, bro. Like, are you not doing that already? Have you not already been doing that? What do you want? You're announcing that you're hiring people?
Yeah.
Like,
these are the same people who spazzed out when like Fiverr became a thing, because they're like, you're not hiring a real artist, you're hiring an Indian guy to bang on a fucking tin can. And it's like, well, if he can kind of achieve the same end, what are you doing?